Taram Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada. Nittai Gaura Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nittai Gaura Hari Bol. Shri Harinam Sankirtan Yagna ki, Srila Prabhupada ki. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskrityam Naram Chaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudirayet Nashtaprayeshu Abhatreshu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Ruttama Shloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtike Krishnaya Vasudevaya Devaki Nandanaya Cha Nandagopa Kumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha Namaha Pankajanabhaya Namaha Pankajamaline Namaha Pankajanetraya Namaste Pankajangrahe Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamayyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yutapadakkamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sakrajatam Sahagana Raghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Satvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namine Gauratyase Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dina Bandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Jaya Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna. Wish you all very happy Sri Rama Navami. So we'll be discussing some pastimes, especially the qualities of Lord Sri Ramachandra. Actually, I have a Telugu notes, so sometimes I may speak Telugu, but I will try to translate in English. So we'll invoke the blessings of Lord Ram by chanting one prayer. All of you please fold your hands. Apadamapahartaram Dhataram Dhataram Sarvasampadam Lokabhiramam Sri Ramam Bhuyo Bhuyo Namamyaham. Hare Krishna. So Lord Rama is Maryada Purushottama, as we learned from Srila Prabhupada's teachings. So he is a very ideal personality. In fact, Lord comes to establish, like Lord Krishna, Lord Rama, Narsimha, any incarnation of the Lord, they come to establish dharma, right? By their own activities they teach us, especially Lord Rama and Lord Krishna, they teach us how to perform one's duties, dharma. And also at the same time, one should also work on paradharma, which is the spiritual life. There are two types of dharmas, right? One is to the body and one is to the soul. So Lord Ram is ideal teacher, he is ideal father, ideal son, ideal husband, ideal student, and ideal king. That's why everyone wants Rama Rajyam, but no one wants Lord Ram. Everyone wants Rama Rajyam, but not Ram, Prabhupada says. So you can't have Rama Rajyam without Ram, you can't have Rama Rajyam. So the Vedas have two parts. One is the karma and the second is jnana. The karma part, it focuses on, it teaches on how to perform different yajnas, different duties, so that you can live happily in this material world. And the second part is jnana, which is knowledge, Upanishads. It teaches us how to live this world by developing higher knowledge. The knowledge of soul, super soul, Paramatma, spiritual world, so that you gradually live, prepare for the higher destination. So Lord Ram appeared to teach us this both, how to live a proper, life based on values, which is the material dharma, and at the same time, how to live a spiritual life also he taught us. So it all starts with the rishis who were thinking of giving some knowledge to the people in general so that they can get liberated. So they were walking on the forest and they found one hunter. An hunter, some people say his name is Ratnakar, but the book which I read, it is written as, it is also authentic, it is written as Rikshaka. His name was Rikshaka. So anyways, he is hunting the animals and very mercilessly. And these rishis who are naturally merciful to all the living entities, they were little unhappy seeing this, painful. They asked him, "You are doing sinful activity. Why are you doing this? Why are you killing the animals?" He said, "This is my livelihood. I fill my stomach with this. And I have my family, I have to take care of them. This is my, job." And the rishis asked that, "You ask your family, will they take part in the reactions of what the sins that you are doing?" Then he goes to the family and says, No, why we will take? It is your responsibility to maintain us, we will not take. Then he was a little surprised and shocked. He came back and said to the rishis that, yeah, they said they will not take. And I understood that it is, I have to incur my own sins. So then his heart little bit changes and the rishis tell him to chant the name of Lord Rama. But he was so sinful that he could not utter the name of Lord Ram. So those who are sinful, those who are having sinful tendency, they can't take the name of the Lord, because the Lord's name is very pure. So they told him, okay, you chant in a reverse way, that is Mara, Mara, Mara. So then gradually you will chant Rama, 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 like that. So that person, Rikshaka, the hunter, on the order of rishis, he was chanting this name of Lord Rama. And he was doing so much tapasya. He was doing so much tapasya that in the forest he was surrounded by ant hill. Anyone who does tapasya for years and years and years, he will be surrounded by ant hill. So the devatas and the Lord Supreme Lord was merciful on him. Then there was heavy rain, and in that rain this ant hill was dissolved and he came out after long years of tapasya. One name of Varuna was Prachetasa. So because of the rain, he came out of the ant hill. That means it's a new birth for him. So his name became Prachetasa. Like Krishna's name is Vasudeva and his father name was Vasudeva. Vasudeva's son becomes Vasudeva. So Prachetasa's son became Prachetasa. And he came out of the ant hill. He came out of the ant hill. So therefore his name became Valmiki. Valmi means ant hill. So he came out of the Valmi. Valmi means ant hill. So one who comes out of Valmi is Valmiki. So now he got so much taste in chanting of Lord Ram's name, and he was continuously chanting. Not only that, he has thousands of disciples. In his ashram, he was chanting the Lord Ram's name. But the only thing is, he don't know who is Lord Ram. He don't know where is he, what he is doing, how he looks. He has attachment to the Lord Ram's name, but he don't know, he doesn't have the knowledge of Lord Ram. So this is the beauty of the Lord, that he is not different from his name. Even just with his name, you can get attached to the Lord, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, but he was constantly thinking, how should I, how will I know this Ram? I want to know about him. Who will tell me? He was thinking. So naturally, when a soul is desirous of knowing the Supreme Personality of Godhead, so Krishna arranges a means by which he manifests through that conditioned soul. So Narada, who was in the heavenly planets, in the higher planets, he came to know about this Valmiki, who was constantly chanting the Lord Ram's name and is desiring to know about the Lord. So Narada, just like if you are desirous to know about the Supreme Lord sends a guru to you. By the mercy of Krishna you get guru, and by the mercy of guru you get Krishna. So Narada appeared there in the ashram of Narad Muni, and the first sloka of Ramayana starts there. How many of you know first sloka of Ramayana? Are we Hindus? At least we should know the first sloka of Ramayana. Otherwise, how Lord Rama is is the Lord of the heart. Lord Rama is the most worshipped personality in this country. So at least we should know the first sloka of the Ramayana. Please repeat after me. Tapasvadhyaya niratam tapasvi vakvidam varam naradam pariprapracha वाल्मीकिर्मुनिपुङ्गवं तपस्वाध्यायनिरतं तपस्वी वाग्विदाम्बरं नारदं परिप्रप्रच्छ वाल्मीकिमुनिपुङ्गवम्. So here the the personality of Narad Muni is described here. Who is Narad Muni? He is Tapa Swadhyaya Niratam Tapasvi Vakvidamvaram. He is Tapasvi and he is Tapaswadhyaya Niratam. Continues. He is Tapasvi. What is the definition of Tapasvi? What is Tapasya? Tapasya means what? What is Tapasya? As accepting voluntarily pain. Okay? Austerity, right? What Krishna speaks on austerity in Bhagavad Gita? How many types of austerities are there? Austerity of the mind, austerity of the body, and austerity of the speech. You are not reading Bhagavad Gita. It's a very common thing. We should read Gita. At least we should know these basic things. So, austerity of the mind. What is austerity of the mind? You have to think on the higher truth, spiritual life. Mind is naturally towards material things, right? You need not train the mind to think about money, to think about sense gratification. You need not train the mind. It's natural for the mind to sleep, to eat, to enjoy. It's natural for the mind to give you thoughts. But who is tapasvi? Who is the person of the austerity of the mind? Is one who diverts his mind, attention from material things to spiritual things. So Narad Muni is such personality whose mind is always towards the Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is always thinking about Krishna, Rama, about his qualities and how to spread his glories. So that's why he is tapasvi. Tapaswadhyaya niratam. How? Swadhyaya means study. Study. Very in-depth study of the scriptures. And niratam. Nirantar, continuously. There is no stoppage. And who is tapaswadhyaya niratam? It's not just you are reading the scriptures, but not only just you are analyzing it, you are learning it nicely, you are memorizing it, and you are also able to explain to others in a way they can understand. Many people will have big knowledge, but when they speak, you don't understand anything. Especially when I was studying in college, there was one professor, so many awards he got, but when he speaks, no one understands. So that should not be the situation. So Guru, especially this is the qualities of Guru, is the one who is not only expert in scriptural knowledge, but also he can explain even to the common man in a way that he can understand it. That is the greatness of Guru. You can see the life of Srila Prabhupada. Such a very high class philosophy of Srimad Bhagavatam, Prabhupada gave in a very lucid way for the people to understand. Americans, Europeans, they don't know anything about Lord Krishna, they don't know anything about Lord Rama, but still they could take it up very seriously and dedicate their life completely in the service of the Lord. So how is it possible? It's all possible. It went through books, through knowledge, philosophy, Prabhupada's talks, speeches. So how? So that is the greatness of Guru, that he can convert any person, he can preach to any person. Naradam pariprapracha. It's not just pracha, it's not just prashna, but pariprashna. That means complete. Prashna is asking, question, Question can be of anything, even to the material thing, but pariprashna. Just like in the Bhagavad Gita, what it is said about approaching Guru? What is that shloka? Tadviddi pranipatena pariprashnena saya. What is pariprashna? You should not go to Guru and ask, can I purchase this plot here? No, where should I invest money? This is not the question that you should ask to a spiritual master. You should ask which questions? Those questions which will uplift you in spiritual life, which will help you in spiritual life, grow in spiritual life. No? How can I give up my sense gratification? How to control my mind? How can I put my mind in the service of the Lord? Questions like this you have to answer. You have to question the Guru. So here also same thing. So the Valmiki is asking Pariprashna to Narad Muni, questions relating to the Supreme Lord. Valmiki Muni Pungavam. The Narada is Muni Pungavam. He is the great Rishi. Muni is the great Rishi. So like that the first description comes, and in the second sloka, the Valmiki, he asks about a personality, about a person who is currently residing on this planet having 16 qualities. He knows that he is asking about the Supreme Lord, but he also knows that the Supreme Lord appears in all the species of life. Supreme Lord appears in all species of life. So he must have appeared in the human form also. So I want to know about that human who is possessing these qualities. That is the inner intention of Valmiki. So there he asks the question, Konvasmin sampratam loke gunavan kascha viryavan dharmagnascha kritagnascha satyavakya dhrudavratah charitrena cha koyukta sarva bhuteshu kohitah vidvanka kassamardhascha kaschayaka priyadarshanaha atmavanko chitakrodho dyutimanko na anasuyakaha Kasya bibhyati devasya jataroshasya samyuge. So basically he mentions 16 qualities of a person. He is asking about that person who possesses these 16 qualities. And then further Narad Muni speaks about the person who is possessing those qualities, and he mentions it is Rama, Lord Rama, who is the son of Maharaj Dasharatha. And like that the next 100 slokas, it's like all description about Lord Ram, and it is in one way a brief description of the whole Ramayana goes on, the next 100 slokas. So now let us discuss about these qualities according with the time that we have. So the first question that, the first quality that Valmiki asks is Gunavan. Gunavan means one who is endowed with excellent qualities. Gun means what? What is Gun? Gun means qualities. All these 16 are the qualities. So why he is asking specially Gunavan? All the 16 are qualities only. But this word Gunavan has an inner meaning. What exactly is Gunavan means? Quality. So what is that quality by which the person, even though he has many other qualities, if he doesn't have that quality, it so happens that there is no meaning of having other qualities. If that quality is not there, even though he has any other qualities, it's not actually considered to be having those qualities. So that quality, Narad Muni says, is Saushilyam. Shilam, Saushilyam. That means, what is Saushilyam? See, according to our karma, we get different births. According to our karma, we get different intelligence. All our intelligence, our beauty, our birth, all the things which are related to the body, we acquire by birth, by karma, right? So, without considering these things, if a person is able to mingle with every class of person, not considering his material status. That quality is Saushilya. Like for example, Lord Ram, he was banished into the forest. He went with Mother Sita, Lakshmana into the forest, and the first person who invited Lord Ram was Guha, right? Guha, the Nishad Raj, right? So he is from a lower caste, but Lord Ram accepted his invitation and made him as his friend. Lord Ram is coming from royal family, but he did not consider, he is from lower family, no. But he made friendship with him. In fact, he hugged him. And in the later on we will see that how Lord Ram also made friendship with Sugriva, who is from animal background. He is not even a human. He is from animal, monkey. But he made friendship with him. He was with him, he was standing with him. He was supporting him. Then finally, when he went to Lanka, Lord Ram met Vibhishana. And Vibhishana was from not human, not animal, but from Rakshasa family. So he made friendship with Vibhishana also. So without considering the post, position or the bodily achievements that we have by birth or later on, without considering them, Lord Ram made, he did not say someone is high, someone is low. There is no differentiation. He considered everyone to be on same level. So that is Saushilya. That means you are able to mingle with each and every person. You are not considering them to be something low or something high. You are equal towards everyone. That is Saushilya. And not just externally, but you are also in the heart. So this is what Lord Rama is teaching. One should be like that. The whole life of Lord Ram is a lesson to us. That's why he is Maryada Purushottam. He came to teach us how to live a human life. How to live a human life. But in our life, we see in the society how people fight on the name of caste, on the name of color. You can see in Western countries there is so much polarization between black and white. The white people, they exploit the black people, and the black people come on the roads, do protest for their rights. So there's so much exploitation. People think in India only there is caste discrimination. It is there all over the world because it is based on bodily platform. So even actually these qualities what the Valmiki is asking, he knows it is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That's the internal consciousness that is maintaining. So how this quality of Saushilyam is also applicable to the Supreme Lord? For this quality, Narada is going to explain him in terms of Lord Ram and also as a Supreme Personality of Godhead. So how the Supreme Personality of Godhead has Saushilyam quality? He doesn't discriminate between the low or the high. How? Because he appears in all the species of life. He doesn't think, this is boar, very ugly species. I will not take that form. No, he appeared in the body of a boar. He appeared in the body of a fish. As Narsimha, lion. It is said if you read the first canto Bhagavatam, it is said Lord appears in all the species of life. We don't know, but he is there. He is appearing in all the species of life. So that is how he is Saushilyam. Doesn't discriminate. Second quality is Viryavan. Viryavan means one who possesses prowess. Viryavan not only means prowess, but even though he is encountering different situations, like as I said, there is no discrimination between low or high. So whatever kind of situation he be in, those qualities doesn't affect him. That is the Viryavan. So like Lord Ram, he when he encounters different situations, he is the same, because he has that steadiness. He doesn't get affected with the external situations. He always maintains that steadiness. And the Rajoguna, Tamoguna cannot affect the Supreme Lord. The Supreme Lord is also Viryavan. How? Because even though the Lord is taking appearance in this world, the Rajoguna, the Tamoguna cannot affect the Supreme Lord. So that is how he is Viryavan. The third quality is Dharmagna. That means one who knows what is Dharma, what is righteousness. So there are two types of Dharma, as I said, Samanya Dharma and Vishesha Dharma. So one is related to the body and another is related to the soul. So we can see the life of Lord Ram, how he was very nicely doing his duties as the son, as a husband, as a friend, as a brother. As a brother, he was doing his duties very nicely. As a king. And Vishesha Dharma, he was taking spiritual instructions from his gurus, following them in that way. And how the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Dharmagnascha, because he is the one from whom all the principles of Dharma are coming. So that's why he is Dharmagnascha. Then Kritagnascha, that means one who is very much filled with gratitude. It is said about Lord Ram that he is having so much gratitude that even if a person commits a little favor to Lord Ram, unknowingly also, by chance, by mistake, if someone does little favor, little help to Lord Ram, he will not forget that. He will keep him in his heart. And at the same time, even if a person knowingly does 100 problems, if he gives 100 problems to Lord Ram also, he will forget that. He doesn't keep that in the heart. So if a person is doing little help, he keeps him in his heart. Unknowingly also. He is not thinking, okay, I am doing this help to Lord Rama. Unknowingly, just. So still he keeps him in his heart. And if a person knowingly does 100 crimes also, he will forget him. That is the nature of the Lord. Kathanchit upakarena kritena ekena tushyati nasmaratya apakaranam shatamapyatma vattaya. So that is how Lord Ram is. And that is how he is ideal, and he is setting an ideal standard for each and every human. Our situation is different. If a person unknowingly does a mistake also, we keep in the heart. If a person knowingly, wantedly does something good to us also, hey, you are having something in your heart. You are trying to lobby me, you are trying to cheat me. So that is, now it is the situation where the husband cannot trust the wife and the wife cannot trust the husband. And the parents cannot trust their children. That is the situation now. And a friend cannot trust a friend. That's why there are so many, security policies, so many things are there. But that's not the case of Lord Ram. He was very, very filled with gratitude. That should be the life of every human. And the Supreme Lord is also Kritagnascha. Kritam, the Sanskrit word Kritam means activity. Krit. Krit means activity. Kritagnascha. Jna means knowing. So Supreme Lord is the one who knows the activities of each and every soul. That is the meaning of Kritagnas. You are getting? So you may be sitting in a room, no one is there. Whatever you do, Supreme Lord is watching. Paramatma is watching. Anything, every activity, every moment of yours, Paramatma is watching. He is the witness. We may think, okay, no one is seeing, but no. Paramatma is seeing, he is watching, he is hearing, he is seeing, he is the witness. The 10 directions are there. The Vayu, the light, they are watching. And the Supreme Lord is already there as Paramatma in the heart. So Kritagnascha. So he knows the activities of each and every living entity. So that is how it is, Kritagnascha. Then Satyavakya, one who speaks only truth. Lord Ram is Satyavakya Paripalakad. He only speaks truth and he follows the truth. Whatever Kaikeyi said, Dasharatha said, he was ready to accept it. He said, no, I cannot change the words. What my father said, to go to the forest, I will go. I will not. There is no change in the decision. Satyavakya Paripalakad. And he never spoke lie. Always spoke the truth. Never spoke a lie. And the Supreme Lord is also Satyavak. How he is Satyavak? Satya has 3 letters in that. Sat, Ti and Yam. Satyam. Sat plus Ti plus Yam. Satyam. And Vakya. Vakya means a word which gives a meaning. That is the definition of Vakya. And a word which gives a meaning is Vakyam. In Sanskrit, every word has a meaning. In English, it is not like that. But in Sanskrit, every word has a meaning. So, Satya Vakya means Sat Vakya. One who, so that Vakya is defining Satyam here. The one who is Satyam, he is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, we see in the Bhagavatam, the first shloka of Bhagavatam, what it is? The first shloka of Bhagavatam. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Janmadhyasya Yatonvayat Itaratas Chate Shabhikna Swarat Tene Brahma Hudayadikavaye Muhyanti Yat Surya Tejo Varimidam Dhamna Svena Sada Nivastakuhakam Satyam Param Dhimahi. Satyam Param Dhimahi. The Krishna is Satyam. Satyam Param. He is the absolute truth. Satyam. So Krishna is Satyam. So the Satyavakya means the word Satyam. He is the one which is Satyam. The word Satyam. And Sat Ti Yam. Sat means the living entities, which is Sat, spiritual. Ti means the material nature. And Yam means the one who is controlling. Like Yama is controller of death. So similarly, Yam means controlling the living entities and the material nature. So Satyam, that is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Next quality that he asks is Dhridavrata, one who is firm in his oaths. We can see in the life of Lord Ram that how once he takes a decision, he follows it. In the forest, when Lord Ram was going through, all the rishis came to Lord Ram and asked for protection. My Lord, please give us protection. And what did Lord Ram say? Yes, anyone who comes to me, I'll give protection. I'll give protection from all the demons who are troubling you. I'll kill them. They are disturbing you, I'll kill them. I'll protect you from these demons. So, when he came to the home, Sita asked Lord Ram, my dear Lord, these demons did not directly commit any offense to you. So is it not sinful that you killing them even though they have not committed any sin towards you, any crime towards you. So then Lord Ram said, Sita, I can give up you. I can give up Lakshman, but I cannot give up the word that I have given to my devotees. So that's why he is Dhridavrata, one who is always following the words, walk on the talk. Apyaham jivitam jahyam tvam va site salakshmanam natu pratiknyam samshrutya brahmanebhyo visheshatah. And in the same way, how the Supreme Lord is also Dhridavrata, very nicely explained. How he is Dhridavrata? He is very determined. Dhridavrata means determined. It said, the foolish living entities, they are trying to enjoy in this world, forgetting the goal of life. And this body is a gift of the Lord to cross over this ocean of material existence. Right? It's a gift of the Lord. It's like a boat. It's like a boat, ship, to cross over the ocean of material existence. But what are we doing with this body? We are spoiling this rare human form of life. We are spoiling this opportunity by doing all sinful activities. Even though we are spoiling this opportunity, the Lord is determined to give us another opportunity. Okay, this fellow is, this life gone, okay, another life, I'll give him. How much merciful the Lord is, you see. And not only that, after the annihilation, the Lord creates again, bhutva praliyate. He is not thinking, okay, one time I created, these guys did not utilize it, so I will just leave them. No. He takes all those back into his body and again another creation, bhutva praliyate. Another opportunity again for us to go back to home, back to Godhead. So that is how the Lord is Dhridavrata. He never tires in creating. He is always creating, giving an opportunity. The seventh quality is Charitrena Yukta, one who is endowed with good conduct. That means he has very nice history. His conduct was spotless. You can't find a spot in his behavior. At that time, when Lord Ram, Sita and Lakshmana were staying in the forest, the Bharata came with mothers, ministers, brahmanas, public, the soldiers, and he asked Lord Ram, my dear Lord, I don't want this kingdom, you take, you please come and rule. In your presence I cannot rule, my Lord. And what Ram said? He said, Bharat, if I come back now and take the kingdom, imagine in the future what people think of me. I took the vow of going out into the forest, and people will think if I go back just for some material pleasure. Lord Ram had given up his vow. So what a big spot in his life, black spot. So I don't want to come. He said, I will not come. I will follow what my father said. I will follow it. So then there Jabali is there, the Rishi Jabali. He tries to convince the Lord. He gives some philosophy and he tries to convince the Lord, no, you should go back. No, whatever oath you have given, it will be only applicable when that person is still alive. But your father is not there now. So that oath which you have given, word which you have given, it is not valid. So you can go back and rule. So he was speaking all this philosophy. Then Lord Ram says that he becomes angry, but he doesn't express his anger. But he says in a way that it pinches Jabali. How he says that how my father elected or selected a Purohit like you, I don't know. Yes. How did my father selected a Purohit like you? I'm not able to understand. So in that way, Lord Ram, another quality also comes, how he is Jita Krodha. That means the Krodha, angry, is in his control. He can use that anger whenever he wants. Not that it is coming spontaneously, anytime and anywhere. No. He can control that anger the way he wants, the place he wants. And the Supreme Lord is also of good conduct, because continuously he is doing Srishti, creation, maintenance and annihilation. He is continuously doing, that is his duty. He is doing it. He is not going away from that. Then the eighth quality is Sarva Bhuteshu Hita, the benefactor of all living entities. How Lord Ram is benefactor to all living entities? Because he did not even give a little pain to even an ant. All the living entities, he was protecting them. He was thinking of the favor of all the living entities. All the living entities. And similarly, the Supreme Lord, he always thinks. Lord Ram in Ayodhya, he is not only, loving his family members, but also he is loving all the citizens of Ayodhya as good as his family members. Not only humans, but all the species of life. And it is said, he has so much love that if someone gets any problem, he thinks that it is my problem. Your love towards other person will be shown how much you cooperate with them. That's Prabhupada said. Just imagine if someone is having a problem and you are considering it as your problem. That is the nature of the Supreme Lord Ram. That is how he is always in thinking of welfare of other living entities. When he went to the forest, Jatayu, he tried to save Mother Sita, but was not successful and very badly injured, almost going to give up his life. Lord Ram came there. He said, Idrishiyam mama Lakshmi nirdahedapi pavakam. He was crying, seeing the Jatayu. What he is saying? I came to Vanavas forest. Mother Sita is not seen now, she is lost. And by misfortune, this bird is also dying because of me. And he is saying, my misfortune is so strong that it can even swallow up the fire. Like that he is crying. Why he is crying? Because of so much love, love that he has to all the living entities. Just see a bird, it's crying. A bird just died, giving up his life. But Lord Ram is so much loving that bird also, who was ready to save Mother Sita at the cost of his own life. And also the Supreme Lord, how he is benefactor to all the living entities. Because he is always wishing, he is always thinking of the favor of the living entities, how these living entities can come back to Godhead. He is always thinking. It is said, if you take one step towards Krishna, Krishna takes 10 steps towards you. So Lord is always very, very, eagerly thinking when this soul will come back to me. So Krishna is thinking of the benefactorness of all the living entities. Then the next quality is Gnanam, which is knowledge. So, Lord Ram is full of knowledge. Right from childhood, he was taught of all the Vedas, all the Upanishads. He was taught by the Vasishta. Sarva Shastrartha Tattvajna Smritiman Pratibhanavan. This is how the Lord is glorified. He knows all the Shastras, and not only that, the meanings of all the Shastras, the philosophy behind those Shastras, Lord Ram knows. And not only that, whenever he always remembering those teachings and he is applying those teachings. That's actually knowledge person means. A person in knowledge, he takes the knowledge, he is always contemplating on that and he is applying at a proper time. And the Supreme Personality of Godhead is Sarvajna. He knows all. He is doing the Srishti, he is doing the Sthiti, he is doing the Laya. The Supreme Personality of Godhead is the one from whom the Vedas manifest. It is said once upon a creation, the Vedas were emanating from the flapping of Garuda. The Garuda flaps its wings, the Vedas were emanating from there. So he is Veda Purusha, the Vedas are coming from the Supreme Lord. It is said in one creation, when Narsimha roared, that roar, produced Vedas. So the Vedas appear from the Supreme Lord, so therefore because he is Sarvajna, he knows everything. Next quality is Samartha, one who is competent enough. It's not that one should have knowledge and then done. No. Just having knowledge but no capacity to act, that means he is lame. He has eyes to see, but he has no legs to walk. But having samarthya but no knowledge, he is like blind. All the body parts are working, he can walk, he can do work, but the eyes cannot see. So it should be balanced. You should have gnana and you should have samarthya to do also. Having devotion, Krishna, that's okay. We should also need money to run the temple. So both things should be there. So one should have organizational skills and one should have preaching skills also to bring people, to bring Lakshmi, money in the service of the Lord. So Lord Ram not only proved that he learned all the Vedas, but he also proved that how to utilize that at a proper time. Just like he learned how to shoot arrows, astra, shastras, and he could bring them back whenever needed. In one situation when Lord Ram was crossing the ocean, Varuna did not give the way. Right? Initially he was not appearing, he was not giving the way. So Lord Ram became angry and he took the arrow to dry up the ocean. So then Varuna kneeled down, he came back, he surrendered. So at that time when Varuna surrendered, Lord Ram forgave him. But the astra which he took out, it cannot be, it has to go somewhere. So he diverted that astra towards northern direction where the enemies of Varuna was residing and he killed them. So in this way, samarthya means not just you have the knowledge, but you have the capacity how to utilize that knowledge perfectly. You can do and you can redo also. I was 10 days in Mayapur, I was learning Diti worship. So there are upacharas, very elaborate upacharas are there to Lakshmi Narsimha. So how there are 16 upacharas, Sodash upacharas. After doing all the Sodash upacharas, finally there is one upachara, after that there is one special upachara called Viloma Argya. So what you have to do in that? You have to chant all the alphabets. All these alphabets is no? What is the last one? Alakshara, right? So you have to chant in a reverse order. You have to chant all the letters in a reverse order. I asked, why are we doing this? He said, yes, you should be expert. So the meaning of this is, your expert means you can do and you can redo also. You are able to do and you are able to redo also. That's the expertness. So Lord Rama is like that. He can do, he can redo also. But we can see in the life of, in the case of Ashwatthama, he threw the Brahmastra, but he could not take it back. And the Supreme Lord is also Samarthya. That means he is capable. How he was Samarthya? Because he created this entire creation consisting of Sthavara, Jangama, moving, non-moving living entities, flying, crawling, all types of living entities he created. And he can again redo also. And he can do and he can redo. He can create, he can take it back, again he can create, he can take it back. The 11th quality is Sadaika Priyadarshana. How just by seeing him people become so happy. Just by seeing him people become so happy. That is the nature of the Supreme Lord Ram. Even though a person may be of any cruel behavior, any demoniac behavior, once they see Lord Ram's beauty, they forget all the envy. That's the beauty of the Lord. When Surpanaka, her nose was cut, her ears was cut, she went back to Ravana, her brother, crying and telling, but she could not speak any ill of Lord Ram. The way that she spoke was Taruno Rupa Sampanno Pundarika Vishalaksho. So I have seen a very beautiful personality whose eyes are exactly like lotus. She was telling like that. She was not cursing Lord Ram, but she was glorifying the Lord. Even though she is demon, she was, the nose and the ears were cut, but there is no envy. So that is how one should be. It is also applicable to humans like us. Anyone who sees us, they should feel happy. It's not a, "Arey, kyun aaya re?" One should not feel like, "Arey, why this fellow came? He will eat my time. He will spoil the mind. Better to run away from here." No, that should not be the case. And the Supreme Lord is also Sadaika Priya. Anyone who sees the Supreme Lord becomes attracted to him. That is the qualities of the Lord. Then the next quality is Atmavanta, Atmavan, one who is self-restrained. That means dhairya, patience. So sometimes we have to face many odd things in our life, but still one should be very steady. That's the nature of Lord Ram. Next day he was to be enthroned as the king. But one day before, what happened? No, pack up and get lost. That's what Kaikeyi said. He did not, tomorrow I was announced to be the king and today you're banishing me. No, he accepted both things in a sthita prajna way. Steady-mindedness, equi-mindedness. That is Atmavan, one who is self-restrained. And when he went into forest, he has to fight with, at one time, he has to fight with 14,000 Rakshasas attacking at one time. And he was not at all fearful. Single-handedly he was fighting. Not even a tinge of fear. And the Supreme Lord is also Atmavan. How he is Atmavan? One who, like Vidyavan. What is Vidyavan? One who possesses Vidya. Dhanavan, one who possesses Dhan. Atmavan, one who possesses Atmas. All the Atmas belong to Krishna. Therefore he is Atmavan. The 13th quality is Jitakrodha. That means one who has conquered anger. Lord Ram has conquered anger. You can see in his dealings how he expresses anger in a way that you don't feel that he is really angry. It has been 4 months, Chaturmasya. They are still waiting for the call of Sugriva when we will start campaign to search out Mother Sita. Sugriva is happily enjoying with wives, wine, and nice facilities. Kingdom now is the king. He forgot only. So now he sent Lakshmana. Lakshmana, you go there and find out what is the status. Actually, he was angry, but he did not express that anger directly. And he sent Lakshmana. And he told Lakshmana, you speak like this to Sugriva. Nacha sankuchitaha pantha yena vali hato gataha samaye tishta Sugriva ma vali patha manvaga. Sugriva, the path that Vali has taken is still open. Don't think it is closed. What does that mean? The path to death is still open. You don't think that it is closed. So when he heard that, and then he says, you have to stand on your words. The path which Vali has taken is still not closed. So like that he gave a warning. Then immediately Sugriva came and started. And the Supreme Lord is also Jitakrodha. He is also Jitakrodha because Krodha is a manifestation of mode of anger, a mode of passion. The Supreme Lord is beyond Rajas, Tamas and the goodness. He is in pure goodness. So that's why he is Jitakrodha. And Krishna becomes Krodha. Like Lord Ram also, he got Krodha. But when he got Krodha? When his devotees are being attacked. When Kakasura attacked Mother Sita, that's how Lord Ram became angry. When Ravana shooted arrows towards Hanuman, Hanuman was taking Ram and Lakshman on the shoulder, Lord Ram on the shoulder in the battlefield. And at the time, Ravana was shooting arrows which were piercing the body of Hanuman and blood was oozing out. So Ram became very disturbed, very angry that how you can attack my devotee. So that's why he became anger. And Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Name dveshosti na priya. I don't envy anyone, there is no partiality towards anyone. At the same time, Krishna says, Kshipam ajashram shubhan ashurishveva yonishu. I send these people who doesn't accept the scriptures, I send them to hell. I put them personally into hellish planets. But again in the 9th chapter he says, he says that even a person is committing sinful activity, still he is considered a sadhu. Sadhurema savantavya samyak vyavasito hisa. So that means what? Even if someone is doing sinful activity, Lord can forgive him, provided he is not doing any offense towards his devotees. But at the same time, he is doing offense towards the Lord or his devotees, then the Lord becomes angry. Then the 14th quality is Dyutiman, one who is endowed with splendor. Dyutiman means, splendor means Jyoti, Kanti. It is said the Lord Ram, Lord Ram, as soon as one sees Lord Ram, Satam Samasatya Vishuddha Sattva. The Tara, who was the wife of Vali, she was very upset and angry on Lord Ram that how he killed Lord Ram in a very injustice way. But when she came to show her anger on Lord Ram, she saw the beauty of the Lord and how so much effulgence was coming from the face of the Lord. Then she said, Satam samasadhya vishuddha sattva. The angry mood that she was in, it went away just by seeing the Lord. Her consciousness was purified and she immediately came to Sattva-guna. Instead of criticizing the Lord, she was glorifying the Lord. She was glorifying the Lord. And the Supreme Lord is also Dhyutiman. How he is Dhyutiman? Because he is the one from whom the light that we are seeing now, the sunlight, the moonlight, which is a reflection of Brahma Jyoti, which is an emanation from the Supreme Lord's spiritual body. He is Dhyutiman, he is fully effulgent. Therefore, Ishopanishad says, Hiranya mayena patrena satyasya pihitam mukham. My Lord, please, I am not able to see your, it's so much light is coming from your body, from your face. I am not able to see. Please, please be merciful so that I can see your beautiful lotus face. And the 15th quality is Anasuya, one who is free from envy. The Lord Ram is free from envy. How he is free from envy? Whoever came to give trouble to the Lord, he was never developing any envy. And in case, it was even a situation that in the battlefield, when Ravana died, and actually before death also he was defeated. He was defeated. All his vehicle was destroyed, his arrows, the bow and the arrow, and that quiver was taken away, the helmet was fallen down. He was just like a common man, nothing, he doesn't have anything. And Lord said to Ravana, you go back and come back, you go and come back with weapons, then I will fight. I will not kill you in this situation where you are weaponless. You go and come back. See, if he has envy, he could have killed at the same spot, seeing the opportunity. But no, you go back and come here with weapons, then I will fight. And after death, when Ravana died, Lord Ram told Vibhishana, you do the samskaras, dahana samskara. Vibhishana said, no, he is demon, I will not do. Ram says, if you don't do, I will do. A brother to you is also a brother to me. If you do not do, I will do. See, if someone is having, if he has envy, how he will speak like that? No, he doesn't have envy. That's why he is Anasuya. And the Supreme Lord is also Anasuya. He doesn't have envy towards any living entity. Name dveshostina priya. I see all the living entities. There is no partial. I don't envy. I don't love or I don't hate anyone. I am equal to all. Samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshostina priya. Ye bhajanti tumam bhakta maiteteschapyam. The Supreme Lord is equal to everyone. No asuya. And then final quality is kasya bibhyati devascha samyuga. Even the demigods get fear by seeing the chivalry of the Lord. By seeing the chivalry of the Lord, even the Supreme Lord, the demigods also become fearful. When the Lord Ram was fighting in the forest single-handedly, all the devatas were surprised. And Varuna has to bend down by seeing the anger of Lord Ram. So even the devatas, they get fearful by seeing the Supreme Lord, the glory, the chivalry of the Lord. And similarly we can see the Supreme Lord, how all the devatas, they are always fearful. It is said, by the fear of Lord, the air is flowing. By the fear of the Supreme Lord, the fire is burning. By the fear of the Supreme Lord, the sun is coming. So they are all fearful. So therefore they are working on time. Sun comes on time, goes on time, the air is flowing, the nature is producing the fruits, vegetables. The sun is giving the light, the fire is burning. It's all happening by the order of the Supreme Lord. That's how the devatas are fearful of the Lord and how they do their duty very perfectly. So in this way, Narad Muni describes the qualities of Lord Ram, and it is said, why only 16 qualities? That's also a question. Why not 25? Why not 32? Or maybe is it that Prabhupada put 16 rounds because Lord Ram has 16 qualities? So what is this 16? So it is said Chandra has 16 variations. 15 days it keeps changing. 16 days again it comes back. 16. And Lord Ram also has 16 qualities, and therefore he is termed as Ramachandra. Ramachandra. So this is in full. 16 is in full. That makes him complete. But certainly the Supreme Lord has unlimited qualities. 16 is not just 16, but he has unlimited qualities. If more qualities are mentioned, the book becomes more fat and our syllabus becomes big. So maybe Lord is merciful like that. So anyways, so these are how the Lord is called as Ramachandra, because the moon has 16 variations, and the moon of Lord Ram is compared like that, the Sri Ramachandra. That is how Ramachandra word we use. That even though the Lord Ram appeared in Surya Vamsha, but he is called Ramachandra, not Rama Surya, but Ramachandra, because in this connection it is written. And how the moon is cooling effect all the time. So Lord Ram is always merciful, always cooling. Now anyone who comes to the shelter of Lord Ram, he need not go anywhere, whatever sinful man he may be. That's what Ram says. That when Vibhishana comes, everyone says he's from demon family. Why are you, my Ram? Don't trust him. Says, Abhayam sarva bhutebhyo datam yatat vratam mama. He says that Tavasmi sarvam etad vratam manye sakridevam prapanyaya tavasmiti cha yachate abhayam sarva bhutebhyo dadam yatam vratam mama. So I am taking this, I am giving this word that anyone who comes in front of me, Lord Ram is there here. You go in front of Lord Ram and says, Lord Ram, I am yours. Tell Lord Ram, I am yours. Lord Ram, I am yours. Lord Ram, I am yours. If you go there and says, and Lord Ram is saying, I will protect him all the time. Whatever he may be, I will give him protection. So even not Vibhishana, even if Ravana comes now and asks forgiveness, I will forgive him. That is Lord Ram. And what is the meaning of Rama? We know the meaning of Krishna. Krishna means one who attracts and gives pleasure. So Rama is also almost the same meaning. Rama. Ra means it's a Agnihotra bija. Ra means Rak. It burns away all the sinful reactions. Ra. And Ma, after burning away sinful reactions, what the Lord does, He gives you Ananda, bliss. So just chant Rama, then your sins are burned away and you are getting supreme bliss, Ananda. That's the name of Rama. Hare Krishna. I'll stop here. Any questions? Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki. Antrat Srimad Bhagavatam ki. Question? Yeah.
There are two names, Ram and Krishna. So why not other incarnations' names?
It will become too long. That is a mantra given by the Lord. We cannot argue on that, debate on that. There are many more mantras. There is mantra of Varaha also. There is mantra of Narsimha also. There is mantra of Venkateshwara also. Om Namo Venkateshaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Dhanvantaraya Namaha. So many mantras are there. This is a mantra for this age of Kali Yuga. You can chant, you can dance. You can, chanting Om Namo Narayana and dancing may be difficult. So, this is a different way of worship. It's Krishna appeared as Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to give this Krishna Prem in the form of this Hare Krishna mantra, chanting and dancing. So we just have to accept it. So you can chant, you can dance, that's what Kali Yuga people. You can't sit and read Shastras, you will sleep only. So you have to just chant and dance. So whether this mantra is the best. Just chant and dance, and while dancing only you can go back to Godhead. Okay? Hare Krishna. Chandra Bhagavan ki, Shantarat Srimad Bhagavatam ki, Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada ki, Sri Rama Navami Maha Mahotsav ki, Nitai Gaur Premanande. Hare Krishna. Now there will be Kirtan, and at 11 o'clock there is Maha Abhishek of Shri Sita Ram.